What's up, everybody? It's Broke Joke Gaming bringing you another build showcase video. I'm on a Internet Nitrado hosted private server hosted by Brad C. Ford, or excuse me, Brad Ford C. Davis is the owner of the server. He's been kind enough to bring me along and make me an admin and all that good stuff. So I have been building again. You guys know how I build crazy big stuff. So here we go to look at it. It's a pretty big build. So there's a lot I'm going to have to show you. But we'll start off with my main walkway. And this is my gate, I guess, so to speak. Wanted to make the gate a little different, so I actually built like a gateway up around it. Wanted it to be a little bit more than just a little dino gate, and I didn't want to use a big behemoth gate. I don't really mess with stuff that big. Well, I do kind of, because there's a rock elemental and there's a rex and there's wyverns in the back and there's a wyvern and a quetz over there. But back here I didn't think I was going to be messing with stuff that big, and there's other ways around that I'll show you too. Let me close this real quick. Hello viewer, how are you? Welcome to the broadcast. So I realistically should have put the door to this structure on this side. It would have made more sense, and probably slid it to the back so that the front was open space, but oh well, whatever. So here's this structure. It's a nice octagonal shape. Yes, this is online. This is on a private Nitrado hosted server on Ragnarok, where I am an admin. It's not my server, but I'm an admin. I help out. So this is going to be like a breeding room. If I want to breed some shit, I'll bring some stuff in here and close it up. That's why I have the refrigerators and feed trough. So come out of here, close that. There. Oh, actually no. Yeah, I don't see why not. But this map is going to be shut down here soon, which is part of the reason why I'm doing this video now, so I can get a video of my build done before the server shuts down, because we're redoing stuff. But anyway, so that room right there, this building, the structure, there's the back door, there's the front door here, which comes out onto this balcony. If I go up really high up here and I look down, yes, there's a phoenix over there. You can see that I've put foundations all over the place, and they're all perfectly lined up with each other. And yes, in Ragnarok, yes, because I'm an admin and I summoned it in. A phoenix on Ragnarok because I summoned it in, because I'm an admin and I can do that. Same with the lava golem. It's the only reason I have one. But these foundations are lined up and everything. Like, so even this platform up here, which some of it is ceiling tiles, it's all linked up to these foundations on the floor here. This was where I started. I had started with the floor and built up from there. And even these up here, all of these foundations right here in this whole structure, it's all linked to these right here. So everything lines up. Everything is in perfect alignment with the other blocks around. And I just kind of built from there and tried to be as creative as possible. Here's my little greenhouse thing. They've all got 300%. You can join, but I mean, you can join if you want. I'm not telling you you can't join, but you got to understand that if you join, fuck it, I'm not going to explain this shit. You left the damn shit anyway. Whatever. The fuck? I never said he couldn't. I'm doing a fucking video and this dude jumped in on my stream and he says, "So can I join?" I said, "You can join, sure, yeah, but the map's gonna be going away because we're redoing stuff. So I'm doing this video to capture my shit and show everybody what I've done before it goes away." And he goes, "So I can't join?" And I'm like, I never said you couldn't join. You can join, but I don't know why you want to if it's going to be gone soon. I mean, I'm trying to tell you beforehand, hold off a little while before you want to join or whatever. I mean, part of me doing this video is to show people the shit so they don't have to come over here and get all up in my shit, you know? This is so I can show people what I can do, hopefully inspire others to think more when they build and be more creative and build cool stuff. You know, I don't necessarily want a whole parade of people coming over here to my area and trouncing through the shit just because they want to see it. You know, defeats the purpose of me doing these videos to show people stuff. And then having to explain a whole bunch of shit, you know, takes the focus away from the video and everything too. But anyway, so back to the video. So yeah, everything is linked to the floors. Even back here where it's raised up a bit, you just have to use pillars and stuff to raise your um, elevation and stuff like that. There's other videos that I've watched on YouTube. It's not my own technique, so I can't take credit for it, and I don't remember the names of the guys of the videos that I watched, so I can't give them proper credit. I apologize for that, guys. But at least I'm saying these are some of these are techniques that I've learned from other people. There's a couple things I've learned myself, but you know, if you watch YouTube stuff, you can learn some pretty cool shit. But these back here, these are kind of like little breeding rooms if I need them for smaller-ish stuff. This one here is, yeah, just a big basic square, but that's because, well, you need a big room for big dinos to breed, and this works. It's not necessarily the most creative, but those damn behemoth doors being as big as they are, it's kind of hard to work with. And then we have another little platform area back here where I have my wyverns sitting. Oh, and by the way, the other voice you heard is the owner of the server. Say hi, Brad. So and when I say that this server is getting shut down, I mean this server, as in we have four. We have all four maps currently, but we're going to downsize to two. We're going to keep Ragnarok and the island. For those of you that are watching the video and curious about the stuff, we're going to keep Ragnarok and the island, and they're going to be linked so that you can travel back and forth between them using the obelisks. It's really easy, really simple process. No problems. But in the process of downsizing two of the maps, we're going to be upgrading Ragnarok, which means that it's going to get reset and wiped. We're going to have to start fresh. But it'll be upgraded, so it'll be faster, more stable, better, less lag type stuff. Um, And then the island map that we already have is going to stay the same. So that's the same. But then the scorched earth and the center maps that we currently have are getting shut down. So we're going to have to juggle a bunch of shit around and try to help the players juggle their shit around and make the moves. But in a little while, I don't know how many days or weeks, but soon, we're going to just have the Ragnarok and Island, right? Okay, so for those of you watching this video, curious about what the deal is, the name of the server is Star Boosted PvE Cluster. So star as in the asterisk star symbol thing, not the word star. So asterisk boosted PvE cluster. That's the name. If you guys want to come out and check out the server, we don't have that many players on here, so we're actually looking for more players. Um, we think we have some pretty fair and realistic rules. This part of my base right here is the shop. Again, a convenience for the players, not something that's necessary, not something that we have to do, but we have a shop so the players can come and buy stuff, tames, equipment, whatever. Um, we have signs put up so you guys can easily come and see the prices. Some other signs to give you a little bit more further information. More prices, more information, more prices, more information. And this is the little store part right here. So yeah, yes, yes. Fuck, I don't know how to type into the chat shit while I'm doing this. Yeah, it's the little star asterisk thing, the number 8 key. You got it right. And then boosted. No space between the star and the B. I think there might be a but all you really have to do is type in star BOO and you're good. Yep. And I have this sign here on the front of my base. It's also another little thing that, I like people to come and see what I build. And I like people to give me feedback and talk to me about it. Share ideas, whatever. But I don't like uninvited random traffic that I have to watch over. Like, what's this person doing? What's that person doing? So I prefer, if you want to look at my shit, just let me know. Drop me a message. Send me a PSN message. Say something in the game. You want to see my stuff? I'll gladly show you whatever you want to see. Just don't come over here and snoop around on your own. Please. I think that's realistic to ask. Can't find it? Well, I don't know what to tell you. Are you on PC or PS4? Because this is PS4. Are you looking under the unofficial PC servers list? Talking to this guy in my stream, messaging on the comments. Duffy Kappa. Yeah, sorry guys, bear with us. You're gonna have to look in the right tab. Make sure that up at the top you have your search filters turned off, or at least make sure that the one says all maps and then the other one says PvE. Anyway, so alright, so some of you probably saw me pass by this little weird bit right here and wondered, what the hell is this? Well, this is kind of more or less an experiment that I've been doing, and it's this gigantic floating platform up here. suspended up on one single pillar. With a structure on it, even. I haven't done all the decorating and stuff like that, but that's a long process because we don't have much to work with for decorating on Ark, unfortunately. You hear that, devs? Add more decorative purpose items. Come on, give us more furniture and shit, please. Anyway, not like any Ark devs are actually watching my channel. Whatever. But yeah, the reason that that platform is possible on one pillar like that is because of all the foundations being linked together and snapped to each other down here on the floor. So basically, since I use the one pillar, I've tricked the game into thinking that that platform is a ceiling to this floor's structure. So I don't need walls on every side and everything else, and I don't need extra pillars underneath every 2 or 3 blocks because of all the foundations down here. All these foundations. I could make one floating platform up there that is just as big as this entire floor down here. All the way across to that rock over there where it cuts in and hugs the edge of it. Obviously not on the rock because where the lava golem is standing, I haven't put any foundations up there or anything. But I could make that mirror this down here without adding any more pillars, just because of all these foundations down here, everything being linked together. And my main base structure, my main home, is this one right here, which kind of looks like a castle, I guess. That's what I was going for anyway. Rounded corners and stuff. Um, and so my base, this place is at about 25 lat, 15 long. So 25 on the left side, 15 on the bottom. But this is the interior of my little castle base. Basic stuff. I've got a thorny dragon to use as a smithy. I've got a unicorn to use as a mortar and pestle. Got my fabricator, chem bench. Not that I use it or need the chem bench now that I have that, but or that I need a smithy now that I have that. But still, my zombie dodo. He's just cool. I like him. Kind of like bedrooms in the back here. But I kind of wanted to, like, this rock. I wanted to incorporate this into the base. I wanted to make it a part of the base. Which is why, like, from the outside, this structure actually looks like it's decent size. But when you walk in, it's not. It's not nearly as big inside. It's because this rock takes up a lot of it. And there's a second floor up here where you can land some birds and stuff. Again, it's hard to do decorative stuff on here because of the limited pieces we have to work with. But, and this is all made with tech and metal blocks. Mostly tech. I guess you can probably tell that most of this is tech. Tech railing, tech foundations, tech ramp. These are obviously greenhouse pieces. Up on the store, I think I used, yeah, on the store I used metal railings. Because I like the metal railings a little better. But on here in the corner, I used metal pillars instead of tech, just to change up the design and style. So this is my Ragnarok base. And when the new Ragnarok base, or the new Ragnarok server starts, I will be coming back to the same location, but this will be the community center, which will include the store and some community stuff to use. I'm going to put my actual personal base at a different location. I told you it's at 25 lat, 15 long. On Ragnarok, this is my base. This is my base. That's the store. This is my base. Everything back here, everything behind these railings right here in the front, everything behind that is my base. This right here is the store. This over here is my base. Store, base. Store, base. 25 lat, 15 long on Ragnarok. I don't know how more plain I can be about it. Oh, we had another viewer for a second. Feel free to comment, like the video, subscribe if you want. I'm sorry I can't offer any kind of a giveaway like most YouTubers these days, but I'm just starting out. I've literally have like 29 or 30 subscribers, so not much. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to make it dark real quick, so you can see the lights, because that's part of the coolness of it, in my opinion. And for those who don't know, you can paint your lights with a paintbrush. I didn't know that. So the generator doesn't reach all the way out here, so I can't light up the whole path. Or I haven't yet. But I colored my lights cyan, so it wasn't quite as bright and obnoxious, and kind of went along with the whole tech coloring. I did have some reds and greens, but it looked crazy. Well, you have to be on a server that you're an admin on and have admin rights, and then you hold L1, R1, press square and triangle at the same time, and you'll get a little bar up at the top that allows you to put cheats in. As far as what the cheats are and whatever, you'll have to look that up. Ask Google. For those just tuning in, this is my base on the Ragnarok server. This is the store up here for the players to come and buy stuff. Everything else back here, this is all my base. If you want to know how to do the octagonal shapes and rounded shapes and stuff like that, there's a lot of videos online on how to do that. I'd rather you guys go and watch the original people's videos and give them credit and like their videos than for me to rip off of their idea and steal likes and shit. So, yeah. I knew it. Your server. You have to. But what? Loki, or Toki, you're gonna have to take a deep breath and type a little slower or something, dude. No, I'm not gonna be a taxi and pick people up and bring them to my base. Sorry. If you want to see it, you can truck your happy feet over here and look. In a second, I'm gonna be. Well, no, I mean take a second. I don't mean type slow. I mean take a second to read what you typed, make sure it makes sense before you send it because I don't know what the hell you're trying to say. Just reread it. I knew it. Your server you have to LOOOOOL but websit, not show how. How does that make sense? I read exactly what you typed. Ugh. Of course it does. To you, because you're the one saying it. You don't realize that when you say something, when you type something, when you say something to another person, you have to take responsibility for your own actions and you have to speak clearly to the other person. You have to convey your thoughts and your questions adequately so that the other person can understand them and then therefore adequately respond or answer your questions. Okay, I can't keep up with that, I guess. I'm talking too much too fast. Hey, dude, if you're gonna just come in here and start running your mouth and shit, then you can just go. I've done quite a few videos with nobody saying nothing negative, and here you are. So, you know, I'm trying to be attentive to my viewers. I'm trying to be nice and explain things. I'm showing off my base for you guys to see what's possible on Ark, what you guys can do if you try. I'm trying to inspire people to build better structures, to build things other than a 6x6 square. You know? I'm trying to entertain folks by showing them something cool that breaks the mold of normal average things that you see on Ark. I'm trying to explain what I've done. I'm trying to explain about the server, tell you guys where to go so you can join the server and everything else. Yet, you're. All I said was, dude, you need to slow down and talk clearer. If you want to take offense to that, that's your problem. See? See? Have I said anything insulting or derogatory towards you, dude? No, I haven't. So for you to say on my comments on my stream, fuck you, that's that proves it right there, bro. You're a simple-minded, narrow-minded troll. Get the fuck out. You're on my stream, okay? So see ya. I don't need you. For everybody else, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for appreciating the time and the video and the content that I'm sharing with you guys. For everybody other than Toki, thank you. I appreciate you guys. And since I've pretty much shared this place off as much as I can, I don't really know if there's anything else I can really show here. I think I'm going to port over to the center because that's another one that we're going to get rid of. And thank you, Duffy. Thank you. You've been pleasant and positive so far, Duffy. So I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. So I'm gonna port over to um, the center. Yeah, the center, because that's another one that's gonna be gotten rid of soon. And I built kind of a big weird structure on there again, trying to inspire you guys to do something different. show you guys what can be done. So here we go. Porting over to the center real quick. And you guys just saw me right there. That's how easy it is to go from one server on a cluster to another server on the same cluster. All you have to do is go to the obelisk, choose travel to another server. It'll come up with a list of servers on that cluster. If it's not on that cluster, it won't show up. But it'll show you all the servers on that cluster that you can travel to. Pick one, hit join. Look, I'm joining it. Now if you disconnect from your home server and then reconnect to one of the other ones, you're going to have to make a new character and nothing's going to transfer. That's why you have to use the obelisk. Again, see, I'm giving information. I'm trying to help you guys out, prevent you guys from making mistakes or having trouble doing things or having confusion in the process of trying to do something. Okay, so welcome to the center. I didn't plan on actually being at my base already for this, but that's alright. Let me just go over here real quick. It's a little bit to explain here too, but do what? What about the tribes? Oh, oh yeah. If you join our servers and you join, let's say you join the island first, and you make a tribe and you start building a structure and you tame some dinos on the island, and then you disconnect, and later on want to come back on and play, but you decide you want to go on Ragnarok instead. If you load into Ragnarok before loading into the island first, it'll ask you to make a new character, which means that you won't have your tames, you won't have any supplies, you won't have your character progress that you had on the island, you won't have any of that. What you need to do is log on to whatever one of the servers on the cluster you were on last. So if you signed out while on the island, then you have to log back in on the island. But once you're logged in on the island, you can go to the obelisk, travel to Ragnarok, and once you're on Ragnarok, you will have to make your tribe, you will have to find a piece of land to build a base, and you will have to tame stuff unless you uploaded some tames to the obelisk and brought those over. As far as inventory goes, there's a few select things. Right now, all I know of is element you cannot take in your inventory from server to server, but I don't know of too much of anything else that you can't. You might have some issues. If so, it might tell you on the screen, drop a couple things, try it again. But once you have actually gone to both servers with one same character and created your tribe and your structures and all that stuff, no matter how many times you travel back and forth between them, your stuff will still be there. So you'll be good. You'll have two bases, you'll have two tribes, but you'll be fine. It'll be all good. So hopefully that kind of answered some questions for people that might have been concerned. I don't know if I explained that well enough. Sorry. I don't necessarily write up a script before I do a stream. I want it to be on the fly, natural, just me kind of talking to you guys, like having a conversation. So I didn't write up a script. I'm not going by a script. I'm sorry if it's kind of clunky and I'm stumbling on my words a little. I apologize, but hopefully that answered some questions. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to hit me up on PSN or on YouTube, send me a message or something, whatever. I'll reply to messages. I'll even reply to the not so nice ones and offer a nice reply to give an example of how we should be with each other. You know, this whole rudeness shit is retarded. It's stupid. It's counterproductive. We're not accomplishing anything. We need to get along. listen to each other, and accept each other. We're all different. We can't deny that. We should encourage it and embrace it. Come on. Anyway, sorry. A little side rant there. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. Hmm. Actually, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to show you guys. I'm not going to be able to do the flyby. Because, unfortunately, I didn't think about this beforehand, but if I were to type my admin code in while I was streaming, you guys would be able to see it, and we can't have that. Can't have that. So I'm gonna have to do it without admin codes. So on foot, I don't have any tames over here yet, so um, yeah, it's gonna have to be completely, totally on foot. But here we go. So, no flyby. Sorry. Here's the front of the base. It's facing Blue Obelisk Island. And here's the front. It's floating in the water. Big ass floating platform. I'm going to go underneath for a minute and show you that this whole thing is floating on one pillar. And why? How? What? How in the hell? Well, let me go down to the bottom here and I'll show you. Now at the bottom here you see a mess load of foundations. This is just like the first technique I showed you on the Ragnarok map that I used for my little floating platform up in the air. It's the same technique. But on this one I found out that there's a distance, a maximum distance you can go from the foundation up before it stops counting. And I'll explain that in a minute. But for right now, the main thing is the foundation floor here. This was the first thing you have to lay down, and the pillars, the other pillars are just to mark out measurements so I could keep things even and measured out and stuff. These pillars right here were an attempt to make a floating bridge that went from my floating platform over to that landmass. But it didn't work. Did not work at all. So, because I think the main reason it didn't work is because this trench right here is way, way, way too deep. So it goes over that maximum height boundary limit that I talked about. Um, which I'll show you some more on that in just a minute. But since I have all these foundations in the floor down here, all of that up here on top of the pillars is basically like the game thinks it's a ceiling. This is the roof. So now I have this just above water level floating tech platform. And I have the front gate, which I don't actually have a gate on it because I didn't want a gate. I just wanted the upright frame part of it. This base is, if you're at Blue Obelisk Island, if you're standing at Blue Obelisk looking down towards the beach, it's going to be to your left, out in the water. If you don't have flyers, and since you just joined, you probably don't have anything, you may or may not want to try to take the swim out here. It might be dangerous. I don't know. But again, like these platforms up here, those platforms there, those are all floating because of those foundation blocks on the ocean floor. So I don't have to run the 1,000,001 pillars and ugly shit up. And I like to make things different, so, you know, if you've seen my other builds, look at this and go, wow, this is different. Yeah, exactly. I try to do things different. Try to have a variety. Challenge myself constantly. Oh, and here we get to where I was talking about the, and since I can't do my codes, I can't spawn stuff, so I can't show you exactly. But up on top of this tech wall right here, I can't place another block. It says that I'm too far away from a foundation or whatever. This wall went in just fine, no problem. These railings went in just fine. I could put a second layer of railings on top of this one, but not on top of this wall. It's too high. So this platform, those pillars, that platform over there, they're all at their max height for buildability from those floating platforms down there on the ocean floor. And this is all experimental shit that I was just trying shit out, just experimenting, trying to see what I could do. And you figure stuff out as you go. Trial and error. I wish I could fly, but I can't. I wish I could turn at nighttime, but I can't. Sorry, guys. But that pretty much does it for this build showcase video. Showed you both the builds that I have going right now. This one, well, they're both going to be gone soon, so I should have at least 2 or 3 other builds to show you guys in a couple weeks or something, couple days, couple weeks, something like that. To do what? Just fill up airspace? I don't necessarily need to make a super long video and just blah 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 to people. At a certain point, it's not entertaining anymore, and therefore, realistically, I should just stop. I want my videos to be entertaining, not boring. And I'd prefer to not have to deal with dipshits like Toki, but, well, oh well, too late for that. And it's already going on almost 45 minutes. I like to keep them to around a half hour to an hour. So I'm right in the halfway mark of my max. I don't have any rafts. Shit. Shit. I should have built another raft before I did this. Oh well. Usually I have a raft to showcase, to show off, but... And the last one I showed off didn't work so well. Because I built it, it looked cool, principles of it fit, and the design seemed good until you tried to drive it and you couldn't see where you were going. So the walls and everything else blocked your view. It was horrible. Big mistake. I failed big time. So, yeah. I should have done another one, though. Alright, I'll try to make sure that I get a raft build done before the next video. It's not like I do these things every day. I mean, it's been like 3-4 weeks since the last one. I'm trying, guys, but it's hard doing this. I don't know what to talk about. I'm just talking to myself, but trying to make it entertaining for you guys. Again, for those who might be interested in joining a laid-back, easygoing, friendly PvE server, well, actually, I can't say PvE because it might go PvP. Well, I don't know. Never mind. I'm not going to do any server advertising right now. I was trying. Brad, I was trying to help. I don't know. Holy crap, fog. Right now, you're not going to see my base unless you're right up on it because of this fog. Just grind a little bit and increase your oxygen level and you should be able to swim fast. The ramp to get up on the floating platform is right on the front facing Blue Obelisk Island. So that shouldn't be hard to find. Figures, I emptied my inventory, so I don't have any building shit on me, so I can't even show you guys some techniques that I've learned. Not that they're my techniques, but, you know, like I said, if you watch some YouTube videos, look some stuff up on YouTube about builds, you'll find good stuff. You'll learn something. Anything you want to add, Brad? Guess not. He might be AFK. We both go AFK quite a bit. I'm a smoker and I have to go in the other room to smoke, so that's part of my AFK frequency. This base has a little bit more colorful lights than the Ragnarok does. I did have more colorful stuff on the Ragnarok run one, but it was a little too weird and conflicting. Didn't feel right. This one feels a little better the way I have it laid out. A little more structured. A little more symmetrical. I'm a little bit I'm a little bit obsessed with symmetry and things being just right, lined up perfectly and all that. I don't know if that you guys can tell. Okay, well, if you're at Blue Obelisk, jet off into the ocean to the left. If you're facing the ocean from... Actually, hold on. Let's see, there's a white drop. No, it's yellow. I'll be damned. He's gonna go right to the mainland. Or right to this main island, anyway. Go to the obelisk. You can follow me from there. Wouldn't want you to get lost in the ocean and get eaten by a pack of megalodons. I died. I died when I came to your base. Well, how could you let that happen? It's not my fault. I didn't do it. Don't blame me. Alright, come on. Careful how much you jump, you might die. Okay, and right here. You see these pillars in the water right here? Oh, did I lose you? I'm on the land still. I'm right at the beach. You were right there, but where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay, no, no, no. No, back onto the sand. Back onto the sand. Yeah, okay, I'm right behind you. Right in front of you now. Okay, you see these pillars? Just barely in the water right here? If you see this pillar, follow the line. This line goes straight to my base. Just follow the line. It's a straight line. It's not down in the water, so keep up on the surface. There's a ramp up ahead you can swim up on. Did you make it? Did I swim too fast? Nope, nope, nope. You're right. Yep, there you go. Sorry, I can't give you any food or anything either because I can't put any commands in because it'll show the stuff on screen. Go ahead, go look around. I don't have anything stored here or anything yet either, so it's not like anybody can take anything. I don't even have any dinos here. Most of my time's been on Ragnarok. Well, that concludes another episode of Broke Jokes Nonsense. Thanks for stopping by. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions on future videos, or you want to help in some way or something, drop me a line, send me a message, whatever. Tell me what's up, and I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks again for stopping by, guys. Have a good one.